see it, but I'm going to show you still. Because if you can see it, it's very, very easy. But first of all, let's talk about trig identity. Trig identity of sine square of x plus cosine square of x now is equal to 1. This is a very, very important thing, tools that you're going to be using. Obviously, this can change to two different ones, so which is sine square of x equal to 1 minus cosine square of x, or cosine square of x is equal to 1 minus sine square of x. You guys should already know that. That's one way to convert from one trig function to another trig function, because you can use substitutions. Now, obviously, there is all other one that you need to know. So sine square of x plus cosine square of x is equal to 1. You can divide by everything by sine square of x. And that's going to be 1 plus cotangent square of x is equal to cosecant square of x. Or sine square of x plus cosine square of x is equal to 1. I can divide it by everything by cosine square of x over cosine square of x over cosine square of x. That's equal to 10 square of x plus 1 equal to secant square of x. I didn't do anything that you don't know. This is something that you're supposed to know when you are doing the first test. Now, those two, apparently, that's a way to convert from cosecant to cotangent or tangent to secant. Very, very intuitively. Now, you also need to know a couple other identity. For example, what is sine of 2x? Do you know what sine of 2x is equal to? What is it, Vincent? Say it louder.
2 sine x.
2 sine of x, cosine of x. Now, this is going to use sometimes. Not all the time, but something is going to be useful. Do you guys know what's cosine of 2x? Let's call somebody else. Do anybody know what cosine of 2x is? Yes.
That's 2, sine squared minus cosine squared, right?
No.
Or cosine squared minus sine squared?
Cosine squared minus sine squared. This one you don't need it, but it's good to know it. But because of this one, I'm going to go to power reducing. I'm just show you and refresh your memory how to proving the power reducing. So, which is this one has two other one, right? I can say cosine of 2x, and I can use that this 1 minus sine of square of x minus sine square of x. That's going to give you 1 minus 2 sine square of x, and that's cosine 2x. What'd you say? This is not useful, but it's good to know them. Not in this section in particular, right? So can I say cosine 2x is equal to cosine square of x minus sine square of x? Now I'm going to say, I'm going to change the sine square of x to 1 minus cosine square of x. And that's equal to 2 cosine square of x minus 1. Now again, this is not useful. This is not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do is teach you how to proving power reducing, because I remember Chris was here. I said, hey, do integration of cosine to the 4th x, or I think cosine square of x, and ask him to take integral. He's in Calc 3, he's in differential equation, but he didn't know how to do it because he didn't have a good trig background. And that trig background is knowing all your identities. So this one, I'm going to solve for sine square of x. So if I solve sine square of x, it's going to be 2 sine square of x equal to 1 minus cosine 2x. And divided by 2 on both sides, so it's going to be sine square of x equal to 1 minus cosine 2x over 2. You guys should already know that. This is a power reducing. Now, this is useful for what we're going to do. So this is useful. I'm going to write down and say this is useful, but all other identities you're supposed to know. And if I solve cosine square of x, it's going to be cosine square of x equal to 1 plus cosine of 2x over 2. And this is useful to, I would say this is useful for integration of, let's say, sine square of x, or integration of sine to the 4th x, or integration of cosine square of x, or integration of cosine to the 4th x. It's all an even function. Even function. even power of sine and cosines. Now secant is different because secant you have to use integration by parts. This one you don't. You can use power reducing. You can reduce that power to the first one and then just split and then take integral. And that can be done. But we're going to talk about all that together. So how do I take integration sine to the 3x and cosine to the 4x dx? Okay, so now all the identities there is for you to use. What should I approach and how should I approach these questions?
You would
Cosine 4x.
take the derivative of cosine 4x and the integral of sine 3x.
DI method, don't use DI. You're not going anywhere DI here.
Is there algebra?
Just use the identities. I would say just only use substitution. How about that? Only use substitution, but you have to use identities. You have to use the identities and use substitution. That's good enough. Integration by parts is not going to get you anywhere. Trust me. You don't want to do integration to cosine cube x because I don't even know what's integration cosine cube x. Or integration sine to the 4th x, for that matter. It's a lot easier than you think. Only require use substitution. I always think go back to the basics. Think about u equal to something. Du is within the question. I'm trying to ask you to make. I'm trying to think about pre-move your chess move. Right? So Wesley's supposed to be good at chess. So can you pre-move all the things? Can you anticipate what's going on? Knowing the next move and knowing the next move. And this, everybody can solve it with your current skill and without integration by parts. I don't even need to teach you how to do this, but you gotta see it. But there's a reason why I go over the identity. Nobody can get it? If you got it, show me. First person got it, give it prize. Only need to use substitution. No integration by parts, no anything else. Only identities. Only identities. I'll give you 2 more minutes. Think about u and du at the same time. Oh, taking too long. Only use substitution. You got 1 more minute. It's 11:56. We get off, right?
58.
58. Okay. Sophia, got it or no?
I got something.
What'd you get? Did you only use U substitution? Okay. What did you get? You missed 1 sign. You did good. You want a prize? Here. It's good. Somebody give it to me for Christmas. Huh? It's not poison. I'm not gonna poison you. I don't know. Somebody give it to me at Christmas. I eat like half a box in like 20 minutes.
I had an idea. I'm curious. I'm not gonna take it. Either we're supposed to do. Are we supposed to do new stuff first?
Like a wafer.
Yeah.
I did that, but did you do it? I was gonna do it. You're definitely doing it.
All right. Shh. Obviously, if you split this up, then that's not a good idea because you got cosine third x and cosine x. I don't think that's a good idea. So what I see is I'm thinking about pre-move on the chess move. So I'm thinking about what anticipation is going to do. So I'm going to do this. Sine square of x, sine of x, and the cosine of fourth x dx. Now this, you can convert everything to what?
Minus cosine squared.
What does u equal to? What does u equal to? What does u equal to? Look, this is already told you what u equal to. U equal to what? No.
1 minus cosine squared.
No. Lack of creativity.
Something else different.
What does u equal to? I already show you most of the step here. What does u equal to? What is u equal to? It's right in front of you.
Oh, it's cosine of x.
No. What is u equal to, Vincent? Yes.
Anything you put with cosine will cancel out the sine. Exactly. So
1 minus u squared times u to the fourth, right? And
then you have 1 over.
times sine of x times du over negative sine of x, right? Now, is everything in terms of u? And this one is negative, this one's plus, I think. Right? So that's going to be u to the fifth minus u to the 7 over 7 plus c. So it'll be negative cosine to the fifth x 5 plus cosine of 7x over 7 plus c. Did I use anything higher level than you would think of? No, it's just you have to think in terms of, you had to be able to think 2 steps ahead. What'd you say? Okay, I'm gonna start with a non-definite integral. Again, u substitutions is enough. Now, if you're good, then you can do definite integral, which is gonna be pi over 3 pi over 6. Okay, You don't have to do them. You have option to do definite integral or indefinite integral. Definite integral is be a little bit harder. Did everybody answer the previous question?
Yeah.
Did I use any higher level technique? Except I use identities. Except I use identities.
We're doing definite or indefinite?
You do if you are bad at math, then you do indefinite integral. If you're good at math, you do definite integral. So you choose. It's just one extra step. You can choose to do indefinite.
Oh, I got this one. This one's easier.
Same thing.
You're pointing it out, it's so easy.
When it's the sine and cosine is in the odd power, you should split up to like 1 and even, right? And so usually that 1 is going to become du. Worst place is with this one right on it. This one? No, not this one. I heard this was third. Yeah, mine is below. I heard this one. Is this supposed to be like terrible algebra? Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, the definite part. I will tell you definite answer is. The definite answer is negative square root 2 plus square root 32 over 80. Over 80. Oh, that can simplify more. 16. So it could be
I don't know how to do this. Yeah, Aiden, what did you get for the indefinite?
oh no. Indefinite is gross. It's 0.239.
Okay, yeah, I'm there because I have to like three exactly wrong. Yeah. See, I can't simplify this, but I got the answer. I got the answer.
Compare this.
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got. I pretty much got that. Yeah. I just have to plug in all of the stuff for you, but that would be like. Me first.
Nathan, ping pong? We gotta get food to eat.
doing a lot. Here? Ow. I wanna go eat. What's
What? Whoever here, but answer.
Okay, yeah. So
okay, here, okay.
I don't know.
I haven't had a check. I have to go ask for a check. I need to
Yeah, like I understood.
the one with the whole thing right now. I need to. I was trying to like think about a nice email to write to OSS, just told them to give me a copy over, and I would change everything instead of what it says. Because I don't want to get like something like too small. Yeah. And I was like, do you think, and I don't know what your size is because I don't want like people get Olympians like this.
Like copy everything.
Yeah, so I'm trying to write. Okay, here you're gonna write an email. Who's good at writing email? And then he's like, no, I'm bad. I failed when I said English. I gotta get good.
Yes. So what do you need to send the?
Okay, I need you to email him. Says, I would like to know your trophy order if you got an invoice. So we can just copy the trophy because you know how some trophies like this big, some trophies like this small, metal and stuff like that.
Yes.
They offer the same subject. So all we gotta do is order the same exact size and trophy and just tell them to change Olympia rather than OSS.
Yeah, just email them what your trophy because we need a copy.
Actually, Sophia will be good at writing.
Yes,
You want me to write it?
Sure.
Just write dear.
But you know what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to say it like professional.
Oh, you wait. Okay, you're just trying to ask. Wait, can I just like have a model of your trophy?
Is
so
there
we
any
can
way
just
I
use
could
it
have
and
a-
change it? Can you just
Is
Yeah,
there
because-
any way you can send me your trophy order so I can do the same thing for our?
yeah, just say just be like dear whatever. Dear whatever. We're hosting a math competition and we need a trophy. Would there be any way for us to?
Well, you know, when I write English, I write.
You need to write it for us.
Yeah, I'm not writing.
Can you? Do you have? Okay. Can I?
I can't write shit.
I mean, like, he's gonna forget every single word.
No, you have
Send me trophy.
Send me trophy.
Send me trophy now.
Dan, we said you texted her, I want 600. He told her, I want 600. He didn't even.
600 what?
My brain doesn't know how words.
Yeah, no, just give me your phone.
Yeah, wait, watch. We're just going on a
Yeah, just give me your phone, Mr. Dan. Like, we go get up.
I won't let you do that in a second.
So.
Why use many words?
Then you do my face. And
Yeah, I
it's
repeat.
just so much.
Yeah.
It's just
The eyes will, like the eyes.
What's your
I
name?
have to keep like really catching.
Okay.
Honestly, it's Mr. Function. It's Mr. Function. And then also
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, please
my
repeat.
dad has his phone.
Hello.
That's my brother's favorite teacher. He's also really weird.
Be fine.
Dear.
Say good morning.
Say good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Aki Wachi.
A-K-Y-A-L-O.
This is good.
You better. Why is your keyboard?
Is it Chinese?
No. That would be a fun message.
Can you talk about a very passive aggressive person on cap?
Yeah, why is it like that?
Oh.
No,
Ethan, let her.
Just
Dear, good afternoon. We
So
are
we're supposed
also-
to get a copy of the test, and I'm supposed to print it out. So I'll respond for printing.
That is awesome imagery.
And but somebody has to respond for the brochure. Oh, Lucia, Lucia responded for a brochure. And you know how brochure you come in? There is a brochure of what a map is, and then for the classroom, which test is the classroom.
For which one? For the competition that's.
And I sent a message to Mark Kelly, and he just left me a red. Huh? The guy that controlled the facility. Yeah. I don't think he.
Plugging him in. Is it enough? Plugging is it enough?
He
Stop and go. Started talking about.
Everything?
No, I don't know. Because his girlfriend, so I was like, let me. I was like, let me,
You trophy.
The thing is, like, if
The only thing is,
don't
we need
follow
to
me
go
back,
with that.
keep following me, just keep following me until I follow back.
That's what he did. And I was like, why did you?
Yeah,
I just feel like
we don't know which
he
school.
really just feel like he really
We
wanted
don't
to
know
fly.
in the classrooms.
And like he only back at the beginning of last year, right? Like
No,
last
so
year,
after.
right?
Because I already,
Wait.
I don't
I
know.
already asked him about
Yeah, I was like, why did you
but
follow
I
me
don't
back?
know the size. It'll be easier just we get a
Okay.
similar.
Among us, you're.
I don't know. He's like,
Right.
and then I think he understood that. So then he follows. Okay, we're chilling.
And then he follows back.
And then August,
You need to, well, okay, it's better.
Can you call your manager, please?
and then he did all of like my posts, and then
Say how long.
Until you follow him back.
I don't know, just look up.
No, the same thing happened.
That's what
well, like, I wouldn't think he would care about Instagram followers.
Basically, we need, well, whatever it is, we need to just order it early as we can.
I think that's a lot.
Early as.
And we need to
He's like,
prepare,
need to post.
Okay, so it's.
prepare, like lunch.
Okay.
Prepare for lunch, not prepare lunch for, prepare
Yeah,
lunch
it's
for like
trusting
people
for you.
proctoring and stuff.
Constantly.
Or like coffee, like Dunkin' Donuts. Or like OSS, there was a room and they just put like, put all the
So,
food there.
do you, okay, do you have,
T-shirt can.
do you have an amount of like people already that are coming here?
We don't know, we only have OSS registered.
We only have.
2 weeks before they.
So we're losing.
Okay, so when we do that, then we can order the donuts and stuff, and I can like help bring stuff, cause I can do that.
No,
Okay, yeah, we'll,
like
if you want me
this
to
one?
issue you a check. Well, actually,
I don't like, we can figure out like when, what do you think?
take care of that.
Angry you.
I'll take care of this.
But when we get everybody registered, we can figure out the food stuff. That's not, that shouldn't be.
Yes, I do.
Okay, yeah, me and Sophia, we can be on food duty.
But Lucia's making a brochure of map and a classroom, so I need to check the classroom with Mark.
Okay.
Not just the option.
Like, we need to do our
Yeah, it's fine. So we can, yeah, we'll do
We
that.
want volunteers for that.
Yeah, we really need to be volunteers. So how?
Sophia, take care.
Yeah, let's do,
We're gonna need a side like.
He's
yeah. Yes.
that is
But, okay, so for volunteers, because the thing is that we're 15, so what we're gonna do is make a campaign, we definitely need to figure out volunteers. But first, before we do that, we need to figure out jobs.
Isn't the environmental science person?
We need to
So
know
that's
what we want.
our first, we're gonna, so.
Let's do, we need to like close the meeting, and then we need to do a closing.
That's what,
Okay.
That's why I didn't think that video and
And then, that would be, you know, what, how many people we need, cause like, we don't have.
That's why I was like, oh, that makes sense.
so my main question right now is that if we wait out,
You understand we're learning.
which is 25th, so we have 3 weeks between them.
He literally has the same
Yeah.
classes as me, except I had calc
If
and
we wait
flip
out, what do we do?
and I go. Well, people are gonna come on a Saturday
Wait.
until.
Well,
Well,
no,
what I
for,
would say
I
is-
mean,
Oh.
for
Okay, so I think what we can do is we can tell everyone, like, I can send out an announcement on talking points,
I got a
towards, like,
foreign
the end of January,
I
like,
got a
foreigner.
foreign.
That, hey guys, so like, we are planning hosting a math competition, and we're gonna be like volunteers, so if you're gonna be interested, we'll send out more information later. So please, a heads up, keep in mind, if you want to host it every Saturday.
Well, I thought it was David.
So it's
Not-
a heads up,
not for January, not for.
no, for February. But I'm saying, I can send a heads up, so that way,
He's for valedictorian.
officially, we'll like, can know that, okay, Saturday is your math competition.
Yeah, 'cause I'm not worried for January, I'm just wondering if we
Oh,
could
oh, oh.
attend January 1st, so we know
not allowed
Can we
to.
go over this, like, seminar? Literally, I had a seminar like during orientation. I was like, I thought to myself,
But you guys are to like let me know
like, what is it?
that
What
way I
is it doing
can
for me?
do that.
It's really good.
I know, but I don't want to do all this work.
But I actually think it helps you
Yeah.
learn
Is it writing?
Yeah.
and writing.
I didn't make the decision.
Because
I
I'm
did my
really
first
involved. So, I don't know. You know,
You did what?
It's this like international thing.
Oh.
Helps with speaking and
So I'm really involved.
When is the math competition?
Candy?
Like,
I think
well,
those Finland.
The one that we hope is cool.
Mine was like those like
Because I have to
all
sleep
the
at 5
time.
p.m. It's not even
It was very like
the one that
it was-
was
it
in
was
front
like-
end at 5 p.m.
it was like
That's until okay.
well,
those was very
No,
like
really? Oh yeah.
I hated it.
New
It's like
3 hours of
everything else
like
is here.
yes. Basically,
You're not gonna
and they were like how does it go? Like, it's
You don't even-
how much you
I have to
pay
put
for
my computer.
What is it?
I have my camera on.
the comment about your
You guys want me to volunteer? I'll
I'll
volunteer.
wait. What is it?
Keep in mind, February 15th.
February 15th.
Yes, you guys can have this thing.
What day is that? Saturday? I thought. Okay. Well, what's it called?
It's gonna be
I have it here.
okay. Anyways,
And
so yeah, what I'll do
Today's
is
the
send out
morning
an
of
announcement
Jimmy
on
Carter,
talking points so
guys.
people
Hi
can
guys,
hear it.
everybody.
yeah.
That I think that's
What you're doing, like, what
because that way it's
you're
not
doing,
officially telling people because you don't want people to commit and be like don't have a spot.
Wait, why did you do that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, we should have
I'm a close friend of my neighbor.
Exactly what we're gonna
Friend's mom.
that's why I just like that's why I was asking Mr. Dave what are the goals because like I think we want what we needed
It's
but I
like,
feel like
just
everything is changing so I have no idea.
it's
I can like a lot to the January.
when you get
I did hear you guys can see the organization and but also we don't know how many people are coming in.
pricing it, but it's not
We'll
like
get all February.
But well, our job is we need to
yeah,
get
it happens. It
we
changes every 2
need
weeks, and so
sponsors, we
we'll
need
start the
trophies,
meeting.
and
I'll
we
be
need
secretary for 2 weeks.
food and we just need
So I would be like,
people who are
I'll
like
do time logs.
checking
So
people
every
in
time
and
someone spoke,
so
like,
really
if
we're
they
doing
did
all
like the
tiers to show
presentation, I'll
people
have to
where
log it.
Yeah.
How long
So,
did
okay, we'll just start January.
Yes.
January day.
There was a, I think there was a
So we have
great
one-
last Friday.
2 weeks.
But
Good.
this week
Why are you
That
doing
part,
it
no,
now?
I did it though.
is
Like I,
Wait, why are you
everything's
doing
cool.
it now?
So
the
one,
third
Like,
week.
how
Actually I'll be fine.
so I'm
If we do any meetings though, I
I
can't.
just got
we
appreciate
do-
it.
I
That like those certificates.
I have-
all art.
I have only this week. Congratulations.
so I'm not concerned about
My
the
mom
before, but
emailed the
day of and then
well I emailed the
weeks after. So
And then-
maybe
Maybe you'll have fun. Maybe your group of people.
Was
So
your
I'm
group of
thinking
people not
after
fun?
the
You didn't have a good time?
maybe
12 people.
well it's like a very meticulous schedule.
You know what the thing, and just me, do not. Like that.
First week after.
That for the all
For
the.
today.
January
Yeah,
7th.
7 p.m. to 7 p.m.
So I'm thinking
7 p.m. to 7:03 p.m. right? 7:03 p.m. to 7:08.
Okay, listen. See the president, right? So when you get your rules, like the president be like, "Hello guys, today's
Yeah.
meeting for today's meeting we'll be discussing blah blah blah. We'll be planning our things, right? Because you have to like have pre-written speeches.
When we're
It's not like you write it, or like
Okay.
develop it there.
That
You have
should be
to
fun.
We'll have this person last week.
No, we have but
Oh,
that's
A, B,
fine.
and C are gonna be.
Too early the better. Let's
C,
let
not
people
virtual,
know
like
as
YouTube
soon
and
as
YouTube
possible.
will be giving
So
you
early the better
feedback.
here.
And
And
we have to follow their
then
feedback. when it's not sent.
February. Oh, I think if officer meeting that should
Yeah,
be
if you
like
public feed.
getting stuff down, but also when it's PA, know everybody
I
can
don't know.
register.
I did it during.
February is when we get the
Are you
all
done?
the
Perfect. Okay, so then that leaves
that's
that.
the big dates.
Okay, so he gives it February 1st, he sends all his meeting, and then like if we just need send Monday, maybe we could do like
Yeah.
Tuesday or
And-
something.
Yeah.
Oh, or probably
Like
Wednesday.
network wise, I guess
Tuesday,
help
Wednesday
me
we do a
because
meeting.
like
Oh,
you
we
know
do
this
a
masters is like
Yeah.
so like networking and again they give me a buck like
My dad said he did it. We could do maybe obviously Tuesday, but I think Tuesday probably. And then
I think he did like the
officer
in-person.
meeting.
Probably.
the VP watch.
Yeah, okay, it's
No,
fine.
that's not all.
Okay, that works.
I was just wondering if we needed to.
Also, we need what? Like, do we need to spend? Because we need to call funds for that. Right, because we have a lot of money. Because last year people paid for shirts and trophies and
Yeah,
cords
so
that they
I
didn't get.
mean, besides like all the.
Whenever we buy the cords.
Uh,
I'll do that. I'll do that.
I was looking at Romania.
I got cords. I talked to Mr. Pro.
Yeah.
Mr. Pro about it.
I have
Is
more
that a book?
like we're not just like.
No, we're good. Okay, thanks, Anthony. Good afternoon, Mr.
I need to do the
Afternoon.
crazy.
What?
But she should.
You could send your
Did he leave without his phone?
Is there any way you could send your order?
He's such a.
Yeah,
Where do you go? Oh yeah, this is weird. Hold on.
What do you mean?
Is there any way you could send your trophy order so that we can use?
Oh, yeah, so.
Oh,
That,
what do you
so
mean?
my lunch, so that we can use.
Stop talking about that.
I think there's a way to say.
Like, bro, like whenever I eat breakfast, like, I'm low-key hungry at school.
And you're like, I should
I don't like eating breakfast because
Is
it's
there
like
any
I
way?
want to open my mouth. So
Is there any way?
What?
Don't you come here at 4th grade?
What?
Yeah, but to force the food
At
down my
10?
I get here at 10.
Oh.
But then you come in like late sometimes though.
Yeah, no, on Wednesdays I'm not coming here at 10:36 in the morning. I get here. But the other was
Is there any way
he
you
was
can
not
send your
stop talking to me in person, and I was too late.
Really appreciate it.
Doing hot. Oh my, it's physics with
Subject.
calculus.
Trophy.
Like, his name is like
Trophy order.
But like not organic, because some
He
people like
makes it so it sounds so
think it's like
easy.
bullshit. Some
He
people-
said if you show up to class, you get 5 extra credit points. If you do a homework
Not
before
in
Wednesday, you get 5 extra credit points.
No, Donald Dave would put it in caps. Put it in caps.
Put it in caps.
Oh.
Okay, we both. I hope you're having a great day. We really appreciate your time and thank you for your time. So that's not Mr. Ye. We never have anything with that.
But what about?
I'll put.
Bro, Mr. Alkianchi is such a weird guy.
Send it? Am I
feel
sending it?
like,
Wait, you know him?
I haven't.
Did he
There was a
take
summer
Do you
thing.
know him?
There was a summer thing where it's like it was like a pre-calc.
Let's check my essay grade.
Yeah.
I got a 22.
That's pretty good.
Is it?
Mine is probably.
Should I send it?
I usually get like send it 19s or 20s.
I'm really bad.
Oh, I'm good at the test. Like I'm.
Like I got 100 one time and that's it.
You got 100 on a.
One time. One time.
Actually, that's actually. I've never gotten.
And then I got a 60 on the reflection.
I never got 100 on the reflection.
I went straight.
Let's see.
Oh my god, I do good on the test.
Let's go! Don't play with me.
Okay.
Do not play.
What was it?
Guys. Foul.
Was it a Q3?
Foul. Hate my group. I hate my group.
Yeah,
Hate my
so-
group. Hate them. I just can't.
The mean was
I'm
okay,
forgetting.
what's up?
Hate.
Bro, roll up in on your own head.
Okay,
My essays are like I submitted that like 10 minutes before class and I was doing my little reflow exercise. When I'm editing and I either like I didn't read it over either.
I'm staring at it.
Hate my groups.
He's not nice.
Guys,
Oh, I
didn't
wrote the script. I did information. I brought the material. All I had to do is record. That's stupid.
Always I submitted mine at 10, 42 and it ends at. Oh, you wrote the script?
Well, you did.
I'm gonna. You wrote the script?
I did.
I'll write it. I don't know. I'm gonna write it tonight. I'm gonna write it tonight for them because I if I were me I would do it.
This is for
But I can't.
I wanted to do
private.
it.
Me too. It's private. Did you use Play-Doh?
No.
What did you use? I have Play-Doh, but I don't know what to use. Yeah, I know.
Oh, I want mine.
Okay, you can watch it.
Oh, you want your baby report?
You want to
create
I
that
don't even
one?
need
February.
for the Jack Robinson.
We sent the email to you and need it.
Yeah, so much did your
Mr. A, you sounded so professional.
I think I think like a point one. You went to 2.2.
There's explanation.
Point
One, that's it.
Yeah. Prove all the
no, but like for
Sorry, that part's
You
long.
didn't change it.
But
Oh, wait, aren't you supposed to? You're supposed to show the spindle fibers. From like.
The spindle fibers, it's right there.
What's the spindle?
Mine, my sleeve.
mine was from like
Okay,
I had to do a couple things out because my group.
I had a 4.2.
My thing is,
Just from pictures?
my thing, I don't know about the table. They're gonna know that I did that. They're like, why did you do it?
Almost said it.
Messed it up.
I'm not thinking.
No, I'm not getting it.
I didn't have anything for my group to do. I filled
I
out
thought
circles,
taking-
but I didn't even end up using their circles because they were all unfit. So I ended up going home and doing it.
I did everything for my group.
wait, what group?
Oh, you have
Bio.
bees. But you. Oh, I don't have bees. I need bees.
I hate hearing that.
I hate biology.
Okay.
I hate my group.
I was overcomplicated my group. I was overcomplicated.
Just solve
You know what pissed me off? Because we were asking him questions and he was getting.
Was it
No.
No.
I think mine.
They're all a little slow.
Wait. Okay. So you started off with.
Some couple kids good
Yeah,
Okay.
there was a.
You have 6.
Not my bio class.
Okay, wait, we have
Leah's
okay,
in our-
okay, okay,
Leah's in our
so you have
class, Leah's
6,
in our
and
class.
then you
I'm
show
gonna
them
back
crossing.
that group in.
Wait, look. So, okay, you show them crossing over.
Uh-huh.
Then you come here, and
Ooh,
they
that's
right
right,
in the center.
18.
Then they should pull
She does
apart
this.
and invades, and then you have
Then
3.
do it again.
Yeah, and then it goes here.
On the 10th time, I don't think she.
Oh,
I
they
think
messed
she
up the
wrote.
stupid crossing over. Like,
Oh wait,
She takes too long.
why did they do that? Yeah, that should
when
be
you're going
before.
through stuff, she's gonna like, no.
What did they do?
Well,
Did you do
her and Sassy
What?
wrote this. You have.
Did another range one.
Then there's super
We
good
are
AP.
overcomplicating this. This is all I had to do.
Me.
You? You were not. You were struggling all the way to the end.
Yeah.
And then you like skyrocketed.
At the end, when I was like,
So you
That's
have to
when
say
it
that
mattered,
that you
you know?
started with
yeah,
some
when it really counted.
You said you
You lost.
started with 6.
But you didn't put a lot.
6
Because
deployed.
you and Vincent
Come
and
in.
Irving and you and Taiwan and Gigi.
You went for what?
Kevin.
3
3 little pieces.
3 haploid.
Yeah.
You didn't start yourself. So, but so you say it as I started with 6 diploid.
I think it
And I ended with
like my script is really long. It would have
You
been.
started with. It's
Even
pretty long.
I should have wrote the script already. Like I had the script, but
I have no contact with Irving, so I never talked to her.
I trusted them to write the script. You know what?
Yeah, not anymore. That's not like we're bad. Like, I just don't talk to him.
Okay, let me talk to his girlfriend.
Girlfriend night?
I want to do.
He deserves something.
I want to do the whole thing.
If he met the wrong person, that girl would take advantage.
So wait. What I'm gonna tell them is I told all of them tonight write your script and I'm gonna look at it and then look at it.
That's why I just wrote
That's what I'm
myself.
gonna do tonight.
Oh no, don't trust them.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna write it and then I'm gonna change it. And I think the only one who actually did what she was supposed to.
I heard you helped Laura a lot.
Yeah, in our AP Lit class.
No, the math.
Yeah, I know. But like, it's
Not always with AP Lit, but she calls me.
no, and then Vin is like, at least you explained it better. And at least it's like, oh, well, yeah, you know.
Laura's literally the funniest
She's
person.
so I know.
She's
I love
like.
Laura. She's actually pretty smart.
No,
Like
she's
Laura's actually pretty smart. Okay, like I feel like people don't understand like Laura's smart.
It's so funny.
You just said
she
Laura's
doesn't
smart.
She's like, yeah, take notes, everybody. I love that for her. She's so nice.
Oh my god, guys, I did polar plunge yesterday. You know,
Because yesterday I got a random call from Mariana at this unknown number, and it was Laura. It was like,
Oh my god, I heard Laura's calling today. Then Maya exposed me that Laura got mad at me.
I
Yeah,
ignore
she told
people's calls all the time.
That was
Seems like you were on the phone and you didn't really know on the phone.
busy doing my bio. I was like, I'm gonna like.
She said you were in bed.
Yeah, I was looking at my mouses.
In bed.
No, on her phone. Yeah.
Necklace, they emailed me back saying,
Where's the necklace?
no, like,
Oh.
they emailed me back, so I emailed me again. I
I'm
believe this is
so
it.
glad that you guys did it.
Okay, but yeah, no, like
You talking about it, Joey?
we
So
sent a
I was
message
looking for a
about
concert, and
what cost.
You didn't know the turnaround time. That way we
I didn't
didn't
mean it, I wasn't meaning it by right.
I
So
think
bought
I
it in
needed
this
to see
pro
it.
class that I went at, right?
Oh my god.
Listen, it said,
Mystery of love.
it said,
I'm gonna keep it in party.
I didn't think the shipping address.
On the
I didn't
board.
think, I didn't think.
Make sure
it's not
hard.
Dude, I didn't know
Don't
that
mix
this is
it up.
the-
Don't
make sure
mix it up.
no, whatever it is,
I
tonight,
paid it.
right?
I don't look at
Yeah,
the-
you need
like,
to
oh, shoot.
What's that? Because once I see the script, I'm gonna edit all the scripts tonight.
You need this?
Then I need voice memos because
Not to this
Saturday, if I don't get any voice memos,
Four rivers.
I'm gonna do it. And then
Right, and so I called him.
speed it up so it sounds like different voices in each one.
And
I did that in Omar. I spoke for 2 minutes and I did a 30-second clip.
Obviously,
I had to cut and I had to speed it up.
Omar?
Omar.
And they're like,
Not
we can't
Omar.
figure it out. Well,
So
someone
mad.
had a request that
Why?
I think we see.
It was really funny actually.
Wait, why is he taking BC?
Email
It's being
would call us. Email would
That's
call
work?
us.
Why?
Email would call us when
He's afraid.
I was being shit.
So he's not
And
in
I said, okay. I emailed
He's
him.
afraid.
and they send me something like, oh yeah, thanks for shipping. I look on credit, I look on the cost. No, it still says it's going to like 4 rivers of Selenium. What are you doing?
Voice though, you were voice.
I'm gonna call it again.
No, he's back up. Can't see that. I needed a 30-second clip and he's spoken.
Oh, no.
No, this was for the other project where Mr.
Repeat this.
He wanted it low. He wanted it. Remember the other video we did over 2 minutes? That, like total, he gave me a 2-minute voice memo, and I need to. Are you gonna post the video version? That's what you do.
Oh, my friend sent me in military. And I think that's a this person is doing really good. You're reading it. Let me. Okay. It was bad.
Have to bring
It
these
was
people
bad.
No. Brings people
She really sent it to one place.
Today?
He's the Jordan effect.
And you know he said,
Wait, what happened?
I was speaking yesterday. He said, oh yeah, I wrote this in 4 hours. I just wanted to get it out to Georgia Tech. He was already late for a regular session. So why would you apply in the first place if you know that he knew that essay was bad? One of my friends from old school from OSS. He writes the essay. It's bad. He was forcing sentence variation. So I'll read a sentence from it. Which one should I read? I'm going to do the
read this.
I still don't know. Very smart.
These people want this dog. The dog is cutie. She's cute. The dog is.
No.
She's not
This
in isolation. She went to Boston.
There was so much to.
Wait, let's listen. Oh, wait, can you please read it? No, let him read it out.
It's really it's not hard.
Read it for us.
It's hard for me to read it because it doesn't make sense.
Just read it for us.
Okay.
Then I would love
Everyone, let's listen to the George Harris.
When I was a kid, there were 2 things I didn't do: blink or close my mouth. My parents hated it. I would drool over myself and get eye infections on the constant. Anything good. The drooling was bad enough, but the blinking was worse. The J is capital and just did not understand why you would close your eyes unless you had to. There was so much to see that you needed to see. Looking back, I think my obsession came from falling down the stairs. It was very
This doesn't make sense.
I think this whole next sentence, no punctuation or anything. And mind you, he's talking about he could close his eyes. So when I was reading it, thematic, and I was like, wait. When I was very young, I took a pretty night. I'm pretty sure I'm the lights when we wake up my parents. That's literally how the sentence is supposed to be, right?
Where's he going?
Nowhere. You don't know.
Is it
I don't.
Let's just keep going.
There's like you don't know anything about the person.
Just keep going. We do.
I tripped and fell down an entire flight of stairs. When I hit the floor, the pain wasn't
Whoa, I did
the
that
most memorable thing. It was the greatest sense of helplessness. Things following me not being able to see. If I had just been able to see what was coming, I thought, if I had just been able to see what was coming, period, I knew it would have happened, period. From that moment on, I developed a personal philosophy. What you can't
Personal
see
philosophy.
at the age of 70.
He's gonna get in, guys.
But I'm never gonna play
Keep going.
again.
What you can't see worries. That was a philosophy. This was of course a big issue for my parents. Period. Nobody wants to keep all that work because their kids' eyes are so red. It looks like they pink eye. And my dad's inspiration told me
Sophia,
Einstein.
which day you can do practice on a math competition?
What day?
You can stay after school.
He would close his eyes.
Oh, you
Monday is okay?
Why me? You need to say one thing.
So Luke says Monday. Is that okay for everybody?
This Monday?
Oh, he
Next,
said-
coming up Monday.
He's not dating in college.
I don't know.
I don't know. I enjoyed it.
Was it on?
Yeah.
You need to see the punctuation.
Oh, the punch. That's something I would do. So.
The punctuation and like if you like you didn't read the whole thing. If you read the whole thing, like I tried to think I didn't know him, right? But I didn't learn anything about this guy in general. Like he just wrote.
So who's asking?
It's
No, I don't mind his courage.
He tried.
Yeah, no.
When I called him last night, I said, "Oh, yeah, so this, I gave
Where
him-
did he go to school?
He's at OSS right now.
That's bad. That's bad. He's going nowhere.
He's been
You
there
know
since-
how OSS, because the population is so small, there's like 2 kids gonna go MIT, and the rest of kids gonna go Valencia. That's pretty much what's gonna happen.
It's like mostly UCF, and then
Yeah.
it's the rest are like actually no, this year there's been 5 top 20 schools so far who got in. There's Harvard, Yale, Duke, Georgetown, and Navy. But that's all right now. Everybody else is probably UCF.
Why did he just decide
Yeah,
to write
but-
the most random story ever for his essay?
They try to follow the hero story like that.
I love the implication that if he blinked at any time, stairs would just appear. That's what I got from that. He just thinks that if he blinks, stairs will appear.
There's contradictions somewhere in there too.
Yeah, there is.
Are
You
you a
can,
whole
can you
bunch?
tell, yeah, can you tell the story and I'm interested in for this part, Mr. A, after I move this to this side, I do the DI for this one before I divide by 4.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it'd be easier because yeah, it's not hard. It's like people say it's a lot of words, but it's not.
You have a class?
Yeah,
What is it, AB?
yeah, they're probably outside.
Yeah, they are. I see them.
Trying to don't look at them.
Yeah, that's what I usually do anyways.
So awful.
Are we doing the kind of free both? Or the crack speakers? I don't know if it's right now. Is this weird? Is this like group just get closer and closer? Why oh, he's strong. I thought he was thinking like
charge you for a fight.
Right now. Move your desk, and then we'll have like a react.
I don't know.
What is what? Yeah. How many inches are on your tree?
Andy, what is still here?
That is more.
Alright, so
That is not.
your test is next Wednesday about 3 FRQ. So we in the process of finishing the first FRQ, we're gonna talk about the second FRQ. The homework should be posted. I don't know. Hold on a second. Let me double check. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't post it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have it yet.
I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. I'm not skipping. I have my sister's wedding. I have two sisters that have one sister just got married. So I have a sister. I know. She's 21.
Married 21?
Yeah.
My parents got married.
He went through everything.
Because back in the olden no, I don't like that.
Alright, so homework is posted, but you cannot do them then yet because you don't know how to do it. But the test, you should see FTC will show you the answer for the last few questions. FTC, the answer is very, very important, especially the last one and the question 7. That's very close to every exam, or close to the exam I'm going to give it to you next week. So you have to know that. Second thing is we are going to go through the second question, which is kinematic. But all 3 things are related. All 3 FRQ are somehow related one another. It just asks a question different way. So it's best you know all your FTC. Also, you should go back and finish the homework from yesterday, which is a lot of people probably did bad on the test. They forgot how to do U substitution. I don't know. Liam was back to do homework. It seems like he didn't do good homework. He did homework. And all write down the question, sir. Homework is write down the question and actually do You got to go to
favorite one is this one. Like that one too. This one. And then
Right after.
so you can yeah. I'm so glad for those rules, my God. I'm trapped. That made sense. It was like a I got to the only thing I would not even a more my fair lady. My mom dragged me there.
By the way, when I took my
Yes, second. That's the law. That's the thing. Instead, it's at 1 point. At one point, that's the. I'm pretty cute. So you didn't use that. Take the interval from this, this
What are you doing? I think you need the homework? Oh, that one.
All right. The homework answer, I'm gonna post the last one first. So this is the question 6. The FTC one, that's a question 6, FTC. So did I show you guys this yesterday?
Oh, yeah, that was the one you showed me.
This is question 7. Sorry, question 7. Question 7 on FTC worksheet. We only show you to 6, but this is 7. How'd you do? You cannot see? Jenny, they cannot see. Open your eye wider. Stop being like Chinese.
What number? What number?
7.
A, 0, -1, correct. Yeah. I think I'm pretty sure I got that. Blue 1.
Area of a quarter circle.
Oh.
I can't read that.
All right, question 7. Any question about 7? Should be easy. I didn't check that table. Right then, did you do homework?
You just part of like.
Okay.
You just make it like a little.
It's negative 1 to 1.
Oh, good.
Can I go to the next question or no? Can I go to the next question? This is the next question. Is this question, I think, 8?
Oh, were we supposed to only write it? Yeah, we're recording it.
No, yeah.
You supposed to write it. Oh, yeah, I got it. I was reading. Oh, yeah.
I think that's question 7.
No, I put there was no maybe. Or nine that played it to me. It was actually I put zero out that you know.
What does it mean? The difference for check and
Huh?
No, there is. There's a minimum price.
Yeah, you have, because the minimum value, it happened at an endpoint. It can be at endpoint as well.
Like the integral thing was like from
That's why you need to do a table for most cases.
if you put
All right, moving on. This is a good question. This is actual AP exam. I think this one's 7, 8, 9. It's question 9. This one's the actual AP exam questions from, I think, about 10 years ago.
Yeah, I didn't think it X.
All right, one last question. Question 10 is also AP exam question. So let me see. Oops. This is the last answer right here. I'll zoom in more.
Somebody was definitely working.
Now I do C, I do table. C, I do table. I don't do what they do, but I do it with table. They actually did a table too. They just like, yeah, but it's table. You have to check the endpoint. C is -1. You have to check endpoints. Okay, here Fiona and everybody's asking a question about part C. Part C, if they ever ask you minimum value, they do not have to say absolute. Minimum value, it happened at the interval. Then you have to check the endpoint. So you have to evaluate both endpoint and the critical number. That's what you did before. You have to make sure that becomes a very, very important habit of yours. If they ask you minimum value or maximum value. So that usually means absolute. But on AP exam, they will write down absolute, but if it doesn't, it means the exact same thing. When they say relative minimum value, maybe, but that would never ask that way because they want you to compare. You just have to find out each individual value for the endpoint. In this case, it's the integration, so you have to figure out what the integration from where to where. No, if it's value, that means you want the highest value in the interval. So if like graph's going like this, they want at this highest point or maximum value. Questions? Table. They show you how to do a table here. Because one of them is absolute, one of them is endpoint, one of them is not. I don't know if I did it here. Let me check. Maybe I did it. So the way I did it is right here. So I'm gonna show you here. The way I did it is right here. And at -5 I got 0, at -4 I got -1, at 4 I got 6.5 minus pi over 2. And then this is the minimum value, and this is how I did it. I did it a little bit different than they do it. And I think this way is better because it's more organized. Not random number. Endpoint and a critical number. Endpoint, which is -5 and 4, and critical number is -4. All right, we're gonna go on to the test. The test. Any question about the test? I need to go over or no? If not, we're just gonna move forward. You should have asked the friend how to do substitutions,